Have you ever wondered why your life feels heavier than the lives of the people around you? You try to do the right thing. You pray. You forgive. You keep your heart soft in a world that rewards hardness. And yet your road feels steeper. Your battles feel more intense. Your nights feel longer. You look around and think, why does it seem easier for everyone else? Let me tell you something you may have never been told. It's not because you're weak. It's not because you're doing life wrong. And it's definitely not because God has forgotten you. Sometimes the heaviest lives are carried by the strongest souls. And often those souls are chosen. Being chosen by God does not mean your life will be comfortable. It means your life will be meaningful. And meaning is forged through pressure. Chosen people are not given easier paths. They are given deeper ones. Paths that test your faith. Paths that strip away illusions. Paths that force you to depend on God when nothing else makes sense. If your heart feels tired tonight, stay with me. Because your pain is not random. It has a purpose. One, the pain of feeling misunderstood. One of the first pains chosen people experience is being deeply misunderstood. You explain yourself, yet people twist your words. You show love, yet others assume hidden motives. You try to help, yet you're accused of pride, arrogance, or distance. At some point you stop explaining. Not because you don't care, but because you realize that not everyone is meant to understand you. Chosen people often think differently. They feel deeper. They sense things before others do. And when you don't fit neatly into boxes, people feel uncomfortable. Jesus was misunderstood. Joseph was misunderstood. David was misunderstood. Not because they were unclear, but because they were ahead of their time. Misunderstanding is painful, but it teaches you something crucial. You don't need validation from people who can't see what God placed inside you. When God allows misunderstanding, He is teaching you to anchor your identity in Him, not in opinions. 2. The pain of sudden separation. Have you ever watched people leave your life without explanation? Friends who once felt like family suddenly grow distant. Connections you thought were permanent disappear without closure. You replay conversations, searching for mistakes. But sometimes there was no mistake. Sometimes separation isn't rejection. It's redirection. Not everyone who walks with you can walk where you're going. God removes people not to hurt you, but to protect what He's building in you. Some relationships are seasonal. Others are weights disguised as support. And the chosen must travel light. Letting go hurts, but carrying the wrong people hurts more. 3. The pain of deep loneliness. There is a loneliness that comes from being alone. And then there is a loneliness that comes from being different. Chosen people experience the second kind. You can be in a room full of people and still feel unseen. You can laugh, socialize, and smile, yet feel disconnected inside. Why? Because your spirit is tuned to a different frequency. You think about purpose while others think about popularity. You think about eternity while others think about entertainment. And that gap creates silence. God often allows loneliness because it removes distractions. In solitude, your sensitivity grows. Your discernment sharpens. Your dependence deepens. Loneliness isn't where God abandons you. It's where He meets you privately. The world may see isolation. God sees preparation. 4. The pain of internal battles. Chosen people fight wars no one else sees. You love God yet wrestle with doubt. You want holiness yet feel temptation. You want peace yet your mind won't rest. And then comes the shame. Why am I still struggling? If I were truly strong, wouldn't this be easier? But inner conflict does not mean you're failing. It means you're alive. Dead things don't fight. The enemy attacks what threatens him. Your struggle is evidence of your calling. God is not disappointed in your battle. He's strengthening you through it. Grace is not the absence of struggle. Grace is the power to keep rising. 5. The pain of letting go. Chosen people are constantly asked to release things others get to keep. Comfort, certainty, familiar paths. You outgrow places that once felt safe. Dreams shift. Plans fall apart. And it feels unfair. But God often removes what's good to make room for what's God ordained. Abraham released his home. Moses released status. The disciples released everything. Letting go hurts because it feels like loss. But in God's hands, surrender becomes multiplication. What you release in obedience returns in purpose. 6. The pain of waiting. Waiting is where most chosen people almost give up. The promise was clear. The calling felt real. But the timing feels cruel. Others move forward. Doors open for them, while you remain stuck. Waiting is not punishment. It is alignment. God delays the gift until your character can carry it. Joseph waited in prison. David waited in caves. Jesus waited 30 years for a 3-year ministry. If God is making you wait, it's because what's coming is heavy, and He refuses to let it crush you. The meaning behind it all. When you connect the pieces, the misunderstanding, the separation, the loneliness, the battles, the surrender, the waiting. A picture forms. You were never abandoned. You were being prepared. Chosen lives are not easier. They are deeper. While others chase comfort, you are being shaped for impact. While others seek applause, you are learning obedience. One day the pain will make sense. You will look back and realize that every tear was a seed. Every delay was protection. Every loss was alignment. And you will say with confidence, it was worth it. So if you feel different, misunderstood, tired but still standing, remember this. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are chosen. And the chosen are built in fire. Do not quit. Do not harden your heart. Do not lose your faith. The best is not behind you. It is ahead of you.